Welcome to the Riskwiser Zone, the premier destination for all things stocks and finance. I'm your host, Louis, and we're excited to have you join us today. As we dive into the world of high finance, we'll be exploring the latest developments that are shaping the global economy. On our radar today is the BRICS Summit, currently underway in Rio de Janeiro. The leaders of these emerging nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, plus new additions Egypt, Ethiopia, Indonesia, Iran, Saudi Arabia, and the United Arab Emirates, are gathering to discuss a range of pressing issues, from trade tariffs to IMF reforms. Now, let's take a closer look at what's been making headlines. The BRICS nations have voiced serious concerns over U.S. President Donald Trump's trade tariffs, calling them indiscriminate and potentially damaging to the global economy. This is not surprising, given that these tariffs have been a major point of contention between the U.S. and its trading partners. But what's interesting is that the BRICS finance ministers have also made a unified proposal for IMF reforms, including a new distribution of voting rights and an end to the tradition of European management at the helm. This move could potentially give more weight to emerging nations in global economic decision-making. As we analyze these developments, it's essential to consider the broader implications for investors and the global economy as a whole. Will the BRICS nations be able to challenge the existing world order, or will their efforts be met with resistance from established powers? How will these changes impact trade, relationships, and investment opportunities? We'll be exploring these questions and more in the coming segments, so stay tuned. Our expert guests will provide valuable insights and analysis to help you navigate the complex world of finance. For now, let's take a brief pause. We'll be right back with more from the world of stocks and finance on the Riskwiser Zone. Welcome back to the Riskwiser Zone. I'm your host, Louis, and we're glad you're joining us again after that brief break. As we continue to navigate the complex world of global markets and economies, it's essential to stay informed about the trends and stories shaping our world. Today, we're going to take a closer look at two fascinating stories from Japan, which offer insights into the country's unique culture and its impact on the global economy. First, let's explore the world of urban exploration in China, where adventurers are seeking out abandoned buildings and hidden gems in the midst of sprawling metropolises. As we delve into this story, it's clear that urban exploration has become a popular hobby among young people in China, who are drawn to the thrill of discovering secret locations and experiencing the beauty of decay. However, this trend also raises important questions about safety, trespassing, and the responsibility that comes with exploring abandoned sites. On the other hand, we have the story of matcha, Japan's iconic green tea, which has become a global phenomenon, with matcha bars and cafes popping up in cities around the world. The demand for high-quality matcha has led to a shortage of this prized ingredient, with many Japanese tea farms struggling to keep up with the global obsession. As we examine these two stories, it's striking to see how they reflect the complexities of globalization and the interconnectedness of our world. On one hand, we have the creative and adventurous spirit of urban explorers, who are pushing the boundaries of what it means to experience and interact with their surroundings. On the other hand, we have the matcha craze, which highlights the power of social media and global consumer trends to shape demand and drive economic activity. As investors and individuals, it's essential to stay informed about these trends and to consider the potential implications for our portfolios and our communities. By exploring these stories in a fair and balanced way, we can gain a deeper understanding of the world around us and make more informed decisions about how to navigate the complexities of the global economy. Stay tuned for our final story of the day, right here on the Riskwiser Zone. Welcome back to the Riskwiser Zone. As we wrap up another informative episode, I'd like to take a moment to discuss some of the latest news from the world of finance. We've got two interesting stories for you today, so let's dive right in. First off, It's been announced that Allied Engineering Works has filed preliminary papers with the market's regulator SEBI to raise funds through an initial public offering. The proposed IPO is a combination of fresh issuance of shares worth Rs 400 crore and an offer for sale of 75 lakh shares by promoter Ashutosh Goel. Now, this is an interesting move, as Allied Engineering Works is a technology-driven solutions provider focused on meeting the evolving needs of utilities in implementing smart metering infrastructure across India. The company plans to use the proceeds from the fresh issue to set up manufacturing facilities for smart gas meters, smart water meters, and IoT solutions, as well as to meet future working capital requirements. It's worth noting that Allied Engineering Works has already supplied 2.92 million smart energy meters to various utilities and advanced metering infrastructure service providers across 6 states in India. Now, let's switch gears and talk about the recent stock market holiday announcement. As you may know, Muharram is a significant holiday in the Islamic calendar, and it's been confirmed that the stock markets will remain open tomorrow. So, if you're planning to make any trades or adjustments to your portfolio, be sure to keep an eye on the market trends. According to experts, ongoing outflows reflect a risk-off approach, while DE inflows are providing partial support. It's essential to stay informed and adapt to changing market conditions. As we always say here on the Riskwiser Zone, it's crucial to be cautious and not make any impulsive decisions based on short-term fluctuation. That's all for today's Riskwiser Zone. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, invest with caution.